Hello again YouTube, Mad Dog here. Welcome back to my channel. So another beautiful glorious day back up in the woods, and I'm going to be doing an overnighter, maybe 2 days. We'll see how it goes, but it's getting towards dinner time, and I'm staying out in the old French Army F2 tent for tonight, if not 2 nights. And what I'm going to be doing now is cracking the fire pit up. I've got me a good steak, a good dinner planned ahead, so stay with me, let's get cooking. Yeah. Okay, first things first, I'm going to get the fire pit lit. So as it's hot over here at the moment in the UK, and it's due to get a lot hotter, I've enclosed the fire pit in, I've wet all the outer perimeter, and what I'm going to do is keep the coals, the bed, to a minimum, and I've brought with me a ridiculous amount of water so that when I finish cooking I can quench this right down to an absolute quagmire wet through mess, so there's no chance of anything catching and spreading whilst it's hot. So that being said, I've got a Mad Dog jewel here. Let's crack this little fella open the fibres out somewhat. Put that in the fire pit. I'm not going to even bother with a lay because it is dry today, so we should be able to get this fire going with no problems whatsoever, hopefully. Okay, there we go, just kneeling on my cookware here. Okay, there we go, nice and easy. So when I've built the fire up and it gets established, I'll show you what I'm having for my dinner, show you the cooking process. Just relax, kick back and enjoy this video. Stay with me. Some garlic here. So whilst I'm prepping the garlic, I don't know if you can hear in the background, but in the field opposite our woodland there's actually a concert going on. So, oh dear me, so I hope YouTube doesn't give me a copyright strike for this, but there's not much I can do about that. But this is pretty cool. I'm getting to hear the bands playing live. It's a glorious day. I'm doing me a nice steak and veg meal for my evening tea. What more could anybody want? How cool is that? Okay. Basically I'm just crushing some garlic here, throwing it on the floor and just getting it in the butter. Nothing flash or fancy, and this is just going to be like a marinade, oily sort of buttery dressing for the steak later on. Just getting the skins off the garlic like that, and then I'll get all that in a pan, melt it down. I'm going to baste it with some sprigs of rosemary, and yeah, this is going to be good. Wait till you see the steak. Oh. Okay, let's get the veg in. I'm no chef. I don't profess to be no chef. So please forgive me for my rough preparation. but I just do what I enjoy, you know. So I've got some broccoli, some peas, some mushroom, which I'll add on later on. I tell you what, when you're doing this, guys and lasses, these open all like French folding pocket knives, they're ideal for prep, like doing your veg and stuff, you know. Slicing and dicing, absolutely spot on. So I've got some sweet peppers and some hot peppers. Beautiful. Okay, and then I've also got some baby potatoes. I'm going to chop those up. I'm going to chop these up small because I'm putting them in with my veg, and obviously they'll boil quicker. Sorry, the veg will boil quicker than the potatoes, so I want them nice and soft. So the potatoes are going in small for that reason, so that they all cook through to similar sort of time. I don't like my veg too sloppy. I like it still firm. I'll have a bit more because I'm a pig and I'm hungry. I've hardly had much to eat today. I had a slice of toast this morning, and it's in the afternoon now. Actually, it's past dinner time. It's towards my tea actually. Okay, I'm going to get a bit of onion in here as well. Just top and tail that. Quick and easy. Oh, that concert over the way there, it sounds epic. Sounds like a rock concert, and I don't know if you guys and lasses know anything about me, but when it comes to music, I'm a bit bipolar. I can listen to classical music. I love the 50s and 60s. I love Dwayne Eddy, I love the Shadows, Buddy Holly, The King, Elvis Presley, Roy Orbison. I like Johnny Cash. I like all that good stuff, but I'm absolutely a massive Guns N' Roses fan. I'm also a massive sort of 90s glam rock fan. That's my sort of thing. I love Metallica, anything a bit rowdy. Just depends what mood I'm in. Right, okay, we've got the lid on our zebra with all that good stuff in. Oh yeah. So I'm going to get that on the coals, just to one side, and start getting that warm through. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to get the garlic and the butter in this small pan here. Just throw that in there. And then we're just going to melt this just to one side. Leave that there for a minute, and that's going to be the base of the baste for the steak, which I'm going to bring on in a minute. Once that fire has died down to coals under the griddle, I'll introduce you to the steak. Okay, so I've got the butter and the garlic just melting away there. So what I'm going to do now is add to my spice kit a few little goodies. So I'll just try and find out what I'm after here. So in here I've got barbecue grill rub, and these are like old sweetener boxes, you know, that you can drop a small amount out of, or pop the lid open and pile a load of that in there. So I'm going to get some of that in there. It smells fantastic, that does. Nice little military, I believe this was a grenade pouch at some point in its former life. Let's see what else we've got going on here. I've got sea salt and pepper mix, obviously, a little bit of seasoning in there, black pepper and sea salt, and I've got hot chili flakes and some hot paprika, so I'm going to have some of that in there as well, because you know it does make for a nice sort of glaze, if you like. Yeah, not stacks, but just enough to give it that little pep. Okay, hot paprika, yeah. So these little ammo pouches, they make great little spice kit. That smells fantastic, you know. You put that in your bag and your whole bag smells of good stuff. Nice. Okay, check this bad boy out. Oh yeah. So this is a 10-ounce ribeye, nice marbling in there, good quality piece of steak. So I've gone ahead and spoiled myself, or my missus has, she bought me this. So what I'm going to do now is, leaving it on the pack that it came in, I'm going to slice it up and start basting it with some of my molten mix, using the rosemary that I brought home from our plant at home, our bush, and baste it on there and then get that on the coals. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got our butter here. Just give it a quick warm up. I'm going to baste the steak as it cooks. So this is just the first pass, basically. Get some of that good stuff on there. So we'll take our sprigs of rosemary and give that a good old thrash around in there. And then let me bring you down here a little ways. And then we're just going to baste the steak with that good stuff. And hopefully all those flavours will be absorbed within the cuts that we've just made. Yeah. I'm going to keep that because we're going to continue to baste it during the cooking process. I'll just put that off to one side, let the flames die down, and then we'll get the sizzle going. Yeah. Okay, let's go for the sizzle. Oh yeah. Old tea bag squeezers coming in handy again. So I'm just going to size it on both sides to start with, seal them flavours in as best as I can. Oh, nearly lost it in the coals. And then slowly cook it as the coals die down. Happy days, well ready for this. welcome back. So the steak's about done now, so I'm trying to pan you down back down here to the cook area. Yeah, so I'm going to take the steak off. Got my plate ready. Oh yeah, look at that bad boy. Oh, dang, that looks good. And put that fella to one side, and I've got the garlic and what's left of the butter in this pan that the rosemary's been sat in. I can get rid of that now. What I'm going to do is add a little bit of water, and then bring on my gravy granules. So I'm going to have a little bit of gravy with this, just instant gravy. I ain't going to have stacks. I don't want it to take over. Just mix all that bad boy up. I'm not bothering with an oxo cube. Normally I'd have some sort of a stock cube, but this is just to make the whole meal a bit more, you know, swallowable. If that's even a word. Now I'm just going to reduce this down now, just for a couple of minutes. And all that goodness, that buttery, garlicky goodness is going to be in there as well. Get the lid on that. And just let that simmer down for a few minutes. So I'm hoping the veg should be about done as well. Yowza. I've added the mushrooms last minute as well, just off screen. So I'm going to transfer that over. Let's use some of this water just to keep the surrounding area nice and cool. Oh, losing the mushroom there. That's not good. Alrighty, let's plate some of this up. Okay. Pouring most of it on the floor as always, but you know, when you buy a campfire, it is what it is. 3-second rule. I ain't never going to eat all this. It's way too much. But I'll give it a damn good shot, I'll tell you that much. Yowza, that's hot. Couple more minutes on the gravy. And we're looking good. Oh, yeah. Just going to move this away from the fire pit now. So, excuse me, crashing into the tripod. So I'm just going to move this away from the fire now, because this metal plate gets red hot. I've got a wooden plate on order, an old vintage one, so that'll be making a debut at some point. But put this to one side, get the gravy finished. I'll bring you guys and lasses back when I'm chowing down. Stay with me. So there it is, guys and lasses, steak and veg with a bit of gravy up in the woods. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Barbecuey, smoky. I used mainly oak for the small pieces of wood to do my cooking over. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay, I like my steaks well done, so let's have a look how it is in the middle, in the centre. Cut this limb off here. It's nice and cooked right the way through. but it's still succulent and tender. I don't know if this will pick up, but it cuts so easy, it just falls to pieces. So let's get some of this down me. Oh. Oh yeah, happy days. So I'm gonna eat my tea, clean my pots, do my admin. Crikey, me, being buzzed by a helicopter now. Do my admin, get a brew on, gonna have a good strong coffee, bit of a walkabout. I want to do a bit of tracking. I want to see where the wildlife, local wildlife has been, and see what they're up to whilst it's this dry, because if you can keep an eye on the wildlife and the tracks, they will generally lead you to a water source, which is always good to keep in the memory banks. Wow. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Like I say, I'm sleeping over tonight in the French F2 Army pup tent. In the morning I'm going to be obviously doing some breakfast of some kind. I've brought my rifle with me. I'm trying to get a squirrel, but if I don't, I don't. I've got reserves. I've got my bacon, and I may do some bannock bread, maybe a bannock bread mix with something to go along with that. So that's it for me for now. I'll sign off for now. When I enjoy my tea. That steak is to die for. Oh, beautiful. I've got a couple of good books to read. I've even brought my harmonica with me so I can give it some tunes later on. Oh, so peaceful. So if you're all still with me, as always, thank you very much for your kind views and support. That's good stuff. And until next time, which won't be long, I'm going to wish you all a great weekend. Look after each other and stay safe. Stay hydrated whilst it's hot. And thank you all again for your time and your views. Take care. Mad Dog signing off. Yeah.